In our series, BART on the Brink, we took a deep dive into BART's financial crisis. With ridership less than half of what it was before the pandemic, the agency needs to come up with solutions to keep it from heading off a fiscal cliff. Well, one person that could play a crucial role in helping BART through its challenges is the Inspector General, the top watchdog overseeing BART. We will hear from her in just a minute, but here's a little bit of a background for you. The office was created in 2018 as part of the Bay Area's Regional Measure 3 to fund transit projects. Its role includes independent audits and investigations into BART. The first Inspector General resigned back in March and accused BART officials of impeding her role. Her frustrations were also echoed by an Alameda County civil grand jury report last year. It said the office is significantly underfunded and unable to fulfill its mission of uncovering waste, fraud, and abuse. Well, BART disagreed with the report's findings. But State Senator Steve Glazier resigned from a Senate committee on public transit early this year in protest of BART's lack of fiscal oversight. In fact, he recently expressed his frustration that despite BART's lower ridership, it never cuts costs.
The pandemic was not of their choosing. It happened. But what they failed to do was make any of the adjustments in the system with the collapse of ridership.
But there's still hope for the future of the Office of the Inspector General. Claudette Biemeret was appointed to a 4-year term by Governor Newsom back in May. I spoke to her today about her office's plans for 10 audits to investigate waste and fraud, and she told me one thing she plans to zero in on is overtime.
So what we're going to look at is to see, is there a way for BART to cut those costs in some way, or to save on those costs, I should say, but also plan for them better. It's just, in a service like BART, you're always going to have overtime. It's unavoidable, but making sure that you're planning for it appropriately is necessary. And then making sure that you're not wasting money on unnecessary overtime. What I was really very fortunate with when I took this role was the increase to the OIG's budget. So now we went from, we were limited to $1 million a year. Now we have $2.7 million a year. So that's allowing me to add more staff, which is really important. And then also to contract for some services to really get through that audit plan that I was talking about. So those are big changes that are happening with me. And I'm really excited about the work that's going to come out of that.
So we did a 5-part series about BART last week, and viewers had a lot of comments and suggestions, that sort of thing. So to our viewers watching today, what would be your message, or I guess in terms of what they can look toward or forward to with BART down the tracks?
Oh, that's such a great question. I think I really want everyone to know that I'm here for them, that this office is here for them, that with everything that my team and I do is to give them a voice, to make sure that their concerns about how their money is used is addressed, whether that's through stopping fraud or making sure the money is used for its best purpose. We always have the public's best interest in our mind. And we're huge on transparency. So one of my personal goals in this role is to make sure in any way that I can, whether it's something like this, an interview, or through the videos that I put together, is that we're getting the word out to the public. So they're seeing our work, and that's really, really important.
We want to thank Claudette Biemeret with the Inspector General's Office for BART. In the meantime, BART is getting feedback from riders with a listening tour. The general manager and police chief stopped at the Embarcadero station this evening at 5 o'clock. There's another one tomorrow at the Pleasant Hill station at 7:15 a.m. The tour will stop at various stations through December 13th.